But I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Pulls it in at the 13. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 13. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And able to use a stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Forced out to his left. His throw incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Carr fighting his former college teammate Adams there for the Raider first. Now a play fake. Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lamb. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. About 3 yards there to the 27.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fourth down, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. How about them biting up 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. The tight end in motion right. They'll send the tight end in motion left. In motion goes the tight end. Pollard going to try the right side. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And the slot man goes in motion left. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. The slot man in motion right. Now a give here to Pollard. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Marr is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Taken from about the 12. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 2nd and 15 now. Carr. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. for it on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. On play action, now Carr. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Carr gonna go on 4th down. Being chased out left. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this 3rd quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.